Airlines and AirAsia will be releasing their third quarter earnings results this week. The unprecedented air disasters and slower economic growth have been a drag on air travel, evidenced by lower traffic, especially through KLIA.
Well, AirAsia and Mars is expected to announce their earnings next week. And given the softer traffic reflected on their recent data releases, you're looking at only a marginal growth for AirAsia in terms of traffic numbers. But I think at the expense of the lower airfares, I expect numbers to be much softer, even on a Q&Q basis. I don't expect earnings to really pick up in a meaningful way in this quarter. But hopefully by the fourth quarter, given the seasonal peak travel period, AirAsia would benefit at the expense of loss of passengers from MAS following the recent two tragic incidents. So I think for MAS, I think the color is not going to be very good. In fact, I expect numbers to be much more worse compared to the first half, despite the seasonal peak period. But I guess my understanding is that there's going to be a lot of booking cancellations from MAS, so that is at the advantage of AirAsia. Well, moving on to 2015, I think with GST implementation, theoretically you are looking at higher airfares should the airline not absorb it. But of course, for the carriers to stimulate traffic, they would partially absorb part of the GST impact as well. So yield environment will still be uncertain, but the direction is definitely positive with Mars scaling back the capacity. But at the current rate, Mars has not been given any firm instruction to scale back on the capacity. But I think this would follow suit once the privatization happens, basically. It has been approved by the shareholders, so it's just a matter of getting the direction from the new CEO. So probably we're looking at Mars scaling back the capacity sometime in late first quarter next year after Chinese New Year. And then that would benefit yields. Then basically the removal of the irrational pricing by MAS, that should see yields picking up eventually.
The silver lining in the clouds is that travellers shunning full-service airlines are likely to opt for more budget travel. Wong Wei Shen, The Star Malaysia.